All right, everyone. Thanks for coming tonight. As far as opening, this was a tough game. Um, we had a tough go of it, and I think there are a few reasons for that. This has been a lot for the kids. I mean, we played 5 games in about the last 9 or 10 days, 11 days maybe. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And then, with practices and everything in there, there's also, I know a lot of the kids are doing testing in schools and everything this week. So there's been a lot of things that are going on. And I know some people didn't feel as well tonight for various reasons. And so this is a game that I think was going to happen sooner or later when we're playing this much and we're playing this many close together. The team we played, they played really, really well. The Yankees played really well. I thought we hit the ball well. A lot of our hits were to the right side of the field. They were shorter. We weren't getting hold of the ball like we usually do when we hit. So I think maybe that had something to do with it. It was just kind of as the game went on, you could just kind of feel it. It felt a little bit different. We scored 4 runs in the first inning. Great start. And then we scored 1 run the rest of the time. It's just one of those tough games to go through. We had 7 strikeouts, and again, we before this game have been averaging right under 5 strikeouts a game. And so this game we only went up to bat 23 times. We had 13 hits out of those 23 times, and 7 strikeouts. So that's 7 times that we don't put the ball into play, and make the other team make an out or make a play on us. And as I said, this is just the way that this game works. You're going to have games like this. We had some bright spots hitting. We had some bright spots in the field. At shortstop, we made an outstanding stop that saved 2, maybe 3 runs off of that. It was really, really good. And I tried to tell the kids afterwards that we had a few mistakes, mistakes that cost us here and there, and the other team made a few more plays than we made. But that's the way that it is. And these mistakes that we're making now, the kids are starting to look at things a little bit different. I think they're starting to see why some mistakes might be made and how to correct those mistakes. And that's all part of the learning process. And so games like this, I know, for the kids and for people, it may not be as fun now, but it's a very, very important game because we are going to come away from this learning a lot. And from that respect, I'm really excited about what we can learn from this and where we can move forward from this. Yeah, a couple questions. Okay, we're asking about did we do anything different hitting or different approach at the plate? Not really. I just think it was just one of those off nights. Everybody has them, and we as a team had an off night tonight. But also individually, there were some people that had some really, really good nights at the plate. Really, really good days hitting on the base path, making really, really good decisions. Today's the first game that I saw someone on second base not run from second to third when they didn't have to, which is a great, great sign of that we are starting to see the game in different ways. And same thing, we had a runner on third with a ball hit right in front of home plate. A few games ago, we may have tried to run that in, and that would have been an easy out for them. We didn't do that this time. We stayed on third, and so we're making really, really good progress in some really, really important areas. I think that's going to help us into the future. And so just it's a night that we just struggled a little bit, as every team does in baseball. The fielding alignment, yeah, you know, we saw a few things last game that I wanted to follow up on, and I wanted to try to see a few different things and put people in situations where they're starting to learn more about those positions. For instance, out in right field, being able to cover a throw to first base. We didn't have a throw to first base today, but when we do, the right fielder being able to cut over in case there's an overthrow there. The catcher doing the same thing. I'm starting to hear more talking in the outfield and more talking amongst the players on the field. They're telling each other how many outs there are. They're picking each other up when there's mistakes. So there's less and less that we are having to say, and more they are taking over and they're taking the responsibility for it. And those are all learning things. And with learning things, sometimes mistakes are going to happen. I mean, mistakes happen from coaches' perspectives. And we sometimes we'll send a runner when we don't need to. Sometimes we'll hold up a runner when we don't need to. And so it's to be expected. And I said last game, it's kind of odd to hear, but sometimes I'm happy when mistakes are made because that means the kids are learning, and they're going to see kind of what led to that mistake. And as they progress and as they get older and as they play more and more baseball, I think they're going to learn from those, and you're not going to see the same types of decisions being made. And I think that's a really, really good, especially as uh, skill sets get more mature and people get older and their skill sets are a little bit more rounded. You're going to see a lot of these plays and a lot of maybe these physical mistakes that we're making not being made tonight. I think there were four or five fly balls hit. Um, Jump forward 2 or 3 years from now, those are 4 or 5 outs that are being made. As the kids learn to catch fly balls and get more comfortable catching fly balls. Those are going to be outs into the future, and same thing on our end. When we're playing somebody, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, last question. Yeah. Take away from tonight. It's it's one of those games. It's baseball. This is a weird game. Sometimes we went on a 3-game win streak. And now we dropped one. So you know what? We don't have the pressure of that win streak anymore. And they're out there to have fun. And it's our job to put them in a position where they're going to have the most fun possible. And part of that is making sure they have the most success that they can have. And so I'm excited about the rest of the season. We're at the midpoint now. And it'll be fun to see how the rest of the season plays out. So thanks a lot.